Hello, everybody, and welcome to Angel Meadows. I am Mama D, your hostess, and my guest this evening is Donna Raven Rooks. And she does many things, but what she's doing with us this evening is she wrote a specific meditation for us. We'll chit chat for a little bit, and then in about a half an hour, we'll go into a meditation. It should last about an hour. And then we'll have a chit chat again afterwards so that we can discuss. Might only just be me and Donna discussing unless somebody else calls in. We'll discuss what we got in the meditation. So I'm gonna. Hey, anybody who's in, can't even spell. Anybody who's in the chat room, if you want to refresh now, you can go ahead because we are live. Donna, thank you very much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, our one guest in the chat room just disappeared and refreshed.
That's all right. They'll be back.
They're back. I hit the refresh. Okay, for those who don't know you, want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Donna Rooks. People call me Raven. My Indian name is Raven. I was born a medicine person. I learned my medicine from my grandmother, my Nana, and I also studied under 3 different medicine men. I became a Reiki master in 1999. So I also work at Tranquil Touch Spa as a Reiki master and shamanic practitioner. I'm a stained glass artist as well.
Well, I have to admit that I do have 3 of your butterflies, and I'm quite partial to your stained glass. So, but so if anybody, I didn't think. Okay, see, this is how good I am as a host. I think I forgot to copy down your websites. Yeah, I did. No. Actually, here we go. www.ravenstouch.com. And just type in Donna Raven Rooks on Facebook and you'll find. And if you can't find her, you know how to work it out. You come, hey, Jackie, you come see me and I'll make sure that you get the connections there. Jackie, let me know if you can hear us, please. So, okay. So we're going to just do a quick touch about the stained glass. Yes, Jackie can hear us. Yay, and she made a face at me. When did you start working with stained glass?
Oh, Lord. I have always liked stained glass. When I used to sit in church, I used to say, I'm going to do that when I grow up. And so I started painting windows to look like stained glass. I think it was, maybe around 2001 that I started doing some stained glass. I had a roommate who worked at a stained glass place, and she taught me how to make patterns and taught me the basics of cutting, and now I make my own designs and everything.
Now, you just did 20 fairies for a place, and you're about to do how many witches?
30 witches. I did them for Crowhaven Corner in Salem, Massachusetts. They are the oldest witch shop in Salem, Massachusetts. And in Salem, Halloween starts September 1st. So they're kind of stocking up for the Halloween holiday.
So they've already started there. But I think everywhere does because there's nothing between now and then. So I think everybody's preparing for Halloween. We're going to have Halloween decorations everywhere. So it's going to be interesting. And as soon as
they'll have over 30,000 people go through Salem between September 1st and Halloween.
I think that'll be an interesting place. That's one of the places I'd like to go. I've got a list of places I want to visit, and Salem is one of them. somebody once told me that I was a witch in a past life, and I thought, I am
Well, I
now, but
grew
they
up,
spell it with the different letters.
right? I grew up in New England, but we went to Salem, Massachusetts last Halloween. That was on Tim's bucket list.
And what is your place that's on your bucket list, the top of your list?
The top of my list is the Northern Lights.
Ooh, and that's
I
top of
really
the
want to
world.
see them.
Yeah, there was a link once. Somebody put up a live cam for the Northern Lights. I was so disappointed I lost that link, because that would be an interesting, just to keep, put it on your computer and watch it. So yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. That's
I
a nice
shared
thing.
one on my page just tonight.
Oh, I'll have to go check that one out. Okay. Now, you have Native American heritage.
Yes.
Okay, you want to tell everybody a little bit about it?
I am basically a French Indian. Mohawk is the nation that I come from. The last of the Mohicans, but yeah, Mohawk is and part of the Iroquois Nation, which Mohawks are part of the Iroquois Nation. We're a nation of 6 different nations that came together for peace. And if you look at the constitutional bylaws were based on the Iroquois Nation's bylaws.
That's something we're going to have to look into. I think that's interesting that it's funny, you know, how everybody says, well, you know, I have Indian blood, and I never I look at myself in the mirror and I'm this very, 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 very pale redhead with blue eyes, and I never realized that I had any native blood. And I got a hold of the family tree that was created for my uncle many, many years ago, and I am part of the, oh my goodness, I forget which tribe. It's all new to me. So I know it's not the Mohawks. It was, dag if I can remember, but one of my ancestors married the daughter of a chief. So that's but that was a few a few links ago. But so it's something that I want to look into as well. There's so many things that we're learning these days about ourselves and about where that's it, the Miami tribe.
Well, and you know, you can be drawn to it and not be particularly Indian, but that doesn't mean that you weren't in a past life.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you know, I going to powwows, I've seen a lot of redheaded, blue-eyed Indians. So we're not what we used to be. We're more of the rainbow tribe, like the
Yeah,
prophecy of the buffalo woman who told us about the Indian we wouldn't be able to recognize them because the Indian would be a combination of all tribes, which that's what we are now.
well, it's true, because when I looked into a little bit of the, hello, Eric. When I looked into a little bit of the tribe, what I saw mostly was blonde. I was like, well, I'm getting closer, you know. But
Yeah.
hey, Eric, can you make sure just to let me know that if you hear Donna, please? So
Can
yeah,
you hear
so
me now?
go ahead, say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Let's see. There's a few moments delay in the between us and the chat room, so I'm sure, unless he fell asleep. Ooh, he's typing. It's always nice to get confirmation that we're being heard, even though,
Right?
and he says, of course I do. So that's good. So everybody hears us. Yeah, because sometimes I'm not sure, because I don't get to hear, you know, what everybody else hears. So I always got that slight going, are we actually, we're live, I know it's being recorded, but it'd be a great thing to make sure that the people in the chat room who are going to be listening to and doing the meditation, um, that they can hear us as well. So, which is very cool. We have 3 people in the
That
chat
would
room, by
help
the way.
to do the meditation.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it's like, okay, it's just you and me.
That's all right.
That's what, but hey, you know what? Like somebody once said that we do a show is not for the hundreds and thousands of people that be listening, in the, what if it doesn't have it, even if it's just one person, and we have 3 now. Even if there's only just one person in the chat room, I make sure that the show is going live for them, and then of course everybody else who listens in the archives. So we're good.
Right.
Thumbs up from Mr. Glenn. Okay. Now you said you studied under 3 shamans or medicine.
3 different medicine
persons.
men, yeah.
Medicine men.
Right.
Why 3, and how did you know them? How did you come to know them?
They say in life when you're ready for your teacher comes into your life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sent to, I had belonged to Unity Church, and I was sent to Michael, who was Lakota, and he did some teaching and invited me to Medicine Springs, which is was 200 acres of just land that was dedicated to medicine. Had medicine wheels and primitive campsite. We did lodge ceremonies and that sort of thing. And that's where I met Red Wolf, and he was Chippewa, and he taught me a lot about the medicine wheel, and he taught me a lot about the Sky Nation. And then also in my life, I was honored to know Father Fitz, and Father Fitz was a Shoshone, and he taught me a lot of things as well, a lot of the studies as well. So 3 different nations, and basically, to tell you the truth, all the ceremonies were just slightly different, but it's all the same, if you know what I mean.
It's a lot of things that they do that. Everybody does things just a slightly bit different, but the base, the foundation is the same. So yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that, the 3 tribes, the Lakota, the Chippewa, and the Shoshone, that they're not that far apart from each other, even though
Right.
they might think, we're different, but or some people will sit there and go, okay, well, it's 3 different nations, that's 3 different things, it's not. We all have a base, we all have a foundation that's somewhat similar. We just have to learn to accept them, and it's cool that you got to do that.
Yeah. Well, and then learning from my grandmother, who learned from her grandmother, because our medicine is passed grandmother to granddaughter, not grandmother to daughter, or not mother to daughter. It's
Okay.
just passed to the grandmother to granddaughter, and so I learned a lot from her as well.
So the women
and then
in
you
your
add the
family.
Reiki to it, and it kind of turned my medicine from 110 to 210.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I too am a Reiki master, and I think that whatever healings we use, whatever energies we use, it's all positive. It's all towards the good. It's all towards the healing. So I mean, why not combine what you've learned from the medicine men, from your grandmother, and from your Reiki studies? Why not combine it? That just makes it that much stronger.
Right.
And you became a Reiki master in, I believe you said 1999?
Yes. A very long time ago. I'm not going to tell you how long ago.
That's just last
Oh,
week.
wait, I just did.
I did. But how did you, where did you come into Reiki? Where did that come into your?
When I was attending Unity Church, one of the elders of the church was a Reiki master, and I started taking Reiki classes there, and I was actually taking Reiki classes with 10 different Reiki masters, and I was attuned by all 10 of those Reiki masters.
Wow.
In the end, the Reiki master teacher, yeah.
That's a lot of strength.
Yeah, they had a lot of strength, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's like anything else, you know.
Yeah.
I
Well, just
combine my Indian and my Reiki, and all of it. I try to combine it together, depending on what I'm doing, to what I'm guided to do.
much exactly. Mr. Glenn in the chat room says there's no wrong way of connecting with spirit, just different ways of getting it right. And it goes the same for healing, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, you have to, in this day and age, you have to have an open mind. Because if you don't, you cannot live your life inside of a box. This is my way of thinking. You cannot live your life inside of a box, because then you miss out on so much interesting things and interesting people that are out there. And there was a friend of mine on Facebook today posted something, and it was, I'm gonna get the gentleman's name wrong. It says, any fool can run towards the light, but it takes a master with courage to turn and face the darkness and shine his own light there. It's Leslie Fieger. Yep. And it was very, very true that my light is, just going to use it as an example. My light is one thing. Somebody says, oh, I'm just a Christian, I'm just a Catholic, and their light is strong for them. But if you can't face the darkness, what you consider to be the darkness, the shadows of others, you'll never learn. So it's like, so I think, again, combining your native teachings, your native healings, and the Reiki healing, it's so much more intense.
Yeah, and I truly believe that the earth energies, they're changing, and I think that we're all going back to the old ways of healing. And to be honest with you, ancient man was more technologically advanced than we ever thought they were. And they did, these types of healings and medicine and that sort of thing back then. And that's all they had. They didn't have medical doctors. I'm not saying that you can replace that.
No.
Just saying that we're going back to a lot more of that. And a lot more of that is a lot gentler on the body as well.
Yeah, you can't negate that both have their abilities, their strengths. I believe that everything should work together.
Exactly.
We know that there's something not right with us, so we go see a medical doctor, a DR, an MD. Okay, and he says, well, you have this, and that wrong with you, and this is what we're going to do. But you also look into the natural way of healing. You go to your healers, your Reiki masters, your shamans, anybody who has some form of healing knowledge, and it brings us back to everything working together. So
and the hospitals now are doing Reiki work and Reiki courses.
Yep, I've seen that. I'm looking forward to it coming here a little more up into Quebec, But I've noticed that it came to the UK faster than it came to Canada. I can't speak for the States there. And Mr. Glenn in the chat room said, we have to face our own darkness, which is so true. And his darkness, and it's one of mine as well, is self-doubt. Yeah. We always have a certain amount, of self-doubt. When you're in the moment, you know what you're doing. If you're giving a message from spirit to somebody, in the moment, you know that you're giving the right message because it's there. If you're doing a healing, in the moment of doing the healing, you know that you're good. but sometimes a little bit before and a little bit after, you get that little, the butterflies going, did I do right? Was it right? And you have to, we question ourselves so much and we doubt ourselves so often that sometimes it's an automatic, um, that we question it. So, but
Yeah. I do the same thing. I question it too,
and the
but
thing
yet
is, we
I
bring it
still
into
do
all,
it.
yeah, but the thing is, we bring it into all parts of our life, not just not just the spiritual, you know, um, like me as my regular day job. I question things I do sometimes. So, I
Hmm.
know you are very specific about you're very specific about your stained glass. And even if somebody else thinks it's good, you have your own level of going, I don't like the way this one goes, you know. So you have
Yep.
your own, it's not self-doubt, it's more, you're your own worst critic.
Yep. That's exactly right. We all do that to ourselves, though, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. Except for Mr. Glynn in the chat room, who says, I doubt I'm worthy of my awesomeness as penguinness. It's silly penguin. Uh, but yeah. Okay, so we're about 9 minutes out from starting the meditation. Can you explain a little bit about what we're what we're in for? what what was it that when I asked you to do this meditation with us, that you said that you would, you would write a meditation specifically for this show? What was it that came to you that made you decide to do the manifestation one? And you only
Well,
told me bits about it, so.
yeah. Well, I mean, to some, it may be something materialistic, but in a way, it's not materialistic. It's how we manifest, and a lot of people don't understand how to manifest something in
Hmm.
their life. They always we always say, hey, you need to believe and that it'll come true, but there are a few other steps to manifesting. And I also think that it's good to, manifest good health in our lives too. So this is more or less a meditation on good health and prosperity and how to manifest that in your life, and just using a little bit of an example in the guided meditation, which guides you and shows you how to manifest this. It just gives you a little bit of example. To me, it's a little materialistic, but we live in a material world.
Exactly.
So, but I just thought that it might be nice if the general public who may be listening may be having a little bit of a different time or a hard time trying to manifest maybe the life they want to live. Um, I would not say that I'm living totally the life that I want to live, but I'm happy in what I'm doing. So there are things that I want that are going to be coming, one day soon.
Yeah. Well, I think we all have our ideal of how we want to live or how we think we want to live. But we also do accept the spot that we're in without giving up on the future, without giving up, as I said, our dreams. You're not chasing your dreams, you're working towards your dream. So manifesting
Right.
the health and the prosperity are things that would just, that'll get us. Yes, it's monetary gain, but it's not monetary. It's not just, it's just not all about the material. Okay,
No.
not monetary, but it's not all about the material, because if you want to, uh, uh, manifest. Oops, sorry, just hit the microphone. If you want to manifest, a better house, there's a reason. Most people have a reason, and it's not just because, it's an excuse that we used to use for our kids. Go to bed, it's bedtime. Why? Just because, but we want things for ourselves And there's always a reason behind it. There's always something that there's a reason behind it. So manifesting monetary, material gain, it still has a reason behind it without it being, we'll say, greedy. It's not just, it's not all about the monetary stuff. I don't want a brand new PlayStation and a venue, I want, yes, there are people who want that, but those people generally have the money to buy their own PlayStations and whatnot, So, yeah. But, yeah, so I agree that the material is important. It's not the be all and the end all, but it is very important to surviving and living. I'm going to manifest a nice little camper trailer, and I'm going to go drive across Canada and the US. And part of that is getting my daughter to come be the driver, because I don't drive. I don't have a driver's license. They wouldn't give me one. No. So
Right.
that's my future plan. It's a plan. It's a dream. But I also have a second one. So we always have something that we want to manifest and bring. So I don't see why not. All right. Mr. Glenn has left us for a moment. And so everybody, if you want to go have a potty break, go grab some, get yourself a glass of water, find yourself somewhere comfortable to sit. We're going to go start the meditation in about 3 minutes. And for those people I will post into the chat room for those people who are coming in that we're doing the meditation. It'll last about an hour, and then we'll have a chit chat afterwards. Is there anything that you want to partake on before we get started there, Donna?
No, not really.
Okay. I was like, let's get on with this, woman. No, I'm kidding. I have been so looking forward to this all week. I'm like, okay, fine, this is gonna be good. This is good. This I knew this was
nice and relaxing.
Exactly. And I knew this was going to be a working good show because, like you said, this is actually the first time I haven't had issues to getting into the show. Got in on time, got started on time. So when we download this show, it'll be a full 2 hours, not an hour and 34 minutes because I had issues. So, but that is part of my manifestation. I want my shows to be smooth sailing from now on.
There you go.
There you go.
But I told you this show we wouldn't have any glitches, so we're not.
Cool. Yeah, penguin glitches. Okay. I'm gonna make sure not gonna go too quiet because otherwise we'll have quiet air, dead air space, and that's not a good thing. But I have shared everybody on Facebook that we are going to go live. Well, we're live, but we're going to do the meditation in a couple of moments. So, oh yeah, just in case I forget, those of you who are still around after at 9 o'clock, go over to Paramania Radio and check out my good friend Tim Miley on his show, Fox City Paranormal Radio. And in case I forget, next week's show will be, I turned a page. That's not real good, darling. Sherry, the mystical goddess. So I think.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, she's another Reiki practitioner, Reiki master. So got lots of good people in the healing zones. All right. Okay, people. Now it's time for Donna to do her thing, and I will mute so that I don't disturb the sound. It's all yours, darling.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like you to get comfortable as you can be. And I'd like you to take a nice, deep breath and release it with the sound of. Take another deep breath and release it with a sound. Ah. One more breath. Ah. With this last breath, you will release all of your fear. Ah. Imagine the center or the core of the earth. At the earth's core is a crystal made of iron and is about the size of a city. Attached to the iron crystal core is a red color cord. Imagine this cord is extending up from the center of the crystal to the bottom of your feet. From the bottom of your feet, the red light now fills up into your feet and your toes. And now your feet and your toes are now relaxed. The red light is now entering into your calf, swirling around your calf. Feel the light. Feel it fill your calf. Bring in the light with your breath. And now your calves are nice and relaxed. And the red light is now entering and filling up in your knees. And as you breathe, you're breathing the good light in and all negativity out. Breathe deep in, breathe out. Now your knees are nice and relaxed. And the red light is now entering into your thighs, swirling around. Breathe in, breathe out. Now your thighs are nice and relaxed, and the light has now turned orange, and it is filling up your hips. Feel the light enter into your hips. Breathing in, breathing out. And now your hips are nice and relaxed. You notice the light has now turned yellow. And yellow is now filling your stomach. Breathe it in. Breathe all negativity out. Bring the light in. Breathe all negativity out. And now your stomach is nice and relaxed. The light has now turned green. The light is now filling into your chest. Breathe it in. It is now filling, swirling all through your chest. Breathe it in. Breathe out all negativity. And now your chest is nice and relaxed. The green light is now filling up your shoulders, swirling around, all around both of your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out the negativity. Breathe in, breathe out the negativity. Your shoulders are nice and relaxed. The green light is now beginning to fill your arms. With each breath you take, the more the light comes into your arms, the more the negativity leaves your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Your arms are nice and relaxed, and you notice that the green light is now entering into your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Feel it as it swirls around in each finger, all around your wrists and all through your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. The light has now turned light blue and is filling your throat. Feel it as it swirls around in your neck and your throat. Breathe in, breathe out. Your throat now is nice and relaxed, and the light has now turned a dark blue. The light is now filling your face and your forehead. Breathe in the light, breathe out negativity. Breathe in, breathe out. You are in a safe place. Your face and your forehead are now relaxed. And as you breathe in, the light is now turning purple and is filling the top of your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Your head is now relaxed, and now the light has turned green and gold. This is the color of your 8th chakra. This chakra extends above the top of the head, and you will see a green and gold cord. This green and gold cord will now extend from your body and connect you to the heavenly realm. You are now connected from the Earth Mother, the center and the core, to the heavenly realm. When living a prosperous life, one must live a healthy life. You will now find yourself laying on a cloud, covered with a white robe. There's a gold light above you. The light gently grows wider and wider. Until this light envelopes your entire body. It's a warm, gentle light, and this light is now scanning your body for any and all disease. Allow it to scan. Light is now scanning all of your body, and as the light heals each part of your body, it turns white. It begins at your head and your neck, healing any headaches or throat problems or any issues that you may feel in your head or your throat. Feel the healing light healing your head and your neck. The light is now passing through your chest and your arms and healing any ailments in this area. If you have any arthritis or any pain or anything in this area, the light is now here. The light is now passing through your stomach and your hips, healing any and all ailments in this area. Feel the light as it is nice and warm, healing. The light is now passing through your stomach and your hips, healing any and all ailments in this area. The light is halfway through your body, and already you're beginning to feel better. The light is now passing through your legs and your feet and is healing any and all ailments in this area. Feel the light as it goes through your body, rejuvenating all of your cells and healing any ailments. Now that your body is healed, you now see the beautiful gold light returning, swirling around your body until you can see nothing but gold light swirling around you. In order to be prosperous, you must be able to imagine whatever your idea of prosperity is. What you think about, you bring about. You must also believe with all your heart that it will happen. Give it passion, the energy it needs to grow. As you are engulfed in this golden light, take a moment to feel the passion of your dreams come true. As the gold light now dissipates, you find yourself in front of the home of your dreams. What color is it? Is it a one-story or a two-story? Take a moment to soak it in. What kind of yard do you have? Take a moment to take this all in, because this is the house of your dreams. And now it's time to open the front door. Go ahead. It's yours. Go on in. What does it look like on the inside? Let's go take a look at all the rooms. Is the furniture new? I bet it is. As you enter the master bedroom, you notice a beautiful closet filled with your dream wardrobe, and every piece is just your size and just your taste. Go ahead, pick out an outfit to put on. We have places to go. And now it's time to head for the back door. Take a look around in your backyard. Is this the backyard of your dreams? Take a moment to explore every bit of it. As you finish discovering the backyard, the gold light envelopes you, swirls around you. You are being transported again. Do take a moment to remember the details of your dream home, what the outside looks like, the front yard, inside the home, the furniture, and out the back door to the backyard. Take a moment to retain this memory. You have now been transported to a street. You notice there are several cars parked. One of these cars is the car of your dreams. And you notice in your pocket is a set of keys. What color is this car? What kind of car is it? Go take a good look at it. Go ahead. Open it up. Sit in the driver's seat. How does it feel? Go ahead. Start the engine up. Let's take a little drive. You are now pulling up into the parking lot of where your dream job is. Is this dream job your dream business or your dream job? What exactly is it? What are you doing? Is there a sign for the business? When you walk in the front door, how are you greeted? Is it something you've always wanted to do? It's now time to do some banking. Your home, your car, it's all paid for. How does that feel? You look at your savings and you see a huge balance. What is it? How does it feel to be living this dream life with everything that you ever wanted? Remember how it feels to have a clean bill of health and to be living the life that you want to live. Take a moment to feel these feelings. Hold on to those feelings and dreams. Feel them every day. Believe that they are real, and that is how you manifest your dreams and prosperity in your life. First you dream it, then you experience it and feel it, and then believe with all your heart. Now the cord extending from your body, connecting you to the heavenly realm, is now returning to your head. The cord is green and gold. Imagine it coming towards you from the heavens. As the green and gold turns to the color purple and is filling the top of your head, imagine that light coming into your head. The top of your head is now awakened and rejuvenated. The light has now turned to a dark blue and is filling your face and your forehead. Your face and your forehead are now awakened and rejuvenated. The light has now turned light blue and is filling your neck and your throat. Breathe in, breathe out. Your throat and your neck are now awakened and rejuvenated, and the light has turned to green, and it is now filling your shoulders. Your shoulders are now awakened and they are rejuvenated, and the green light is now filling up both of your arms, swirling around. Your arms are now awakened and rejuvenated as the green light is now entering into your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Feel the light swirling around. Breathe in, breathe out. Your wrists, your hands, and your fingers are now awakened and rejuvenated. The green light is now filling and swirling into your chest. Your chest is now awakened and rejuvenated. The light has now turned yellow. It is now swirling around and filling up your stomach. Your stomach is now awakened and rejuvenated, and the light has now turned orange. It is filling up your hips, swirling around. Breathe in, breathe out. Your hips are now awakened and rejuvenated, and the light has now turned red. The light is now entering your thighs, swirling around. Breathe in, breathe out. And now your thighs are awakened and rejuvenated. The red light is now entering and filling your knees, swirling around. Breathe in, breathe out. And now your knees are awakened and rejuvenated, and the red light is now entering into your calves, swirling around, filling your calves with red light. Breathe in, breathe out. And now your calves are awakened and rejuvenated. The red light now fills up your feet, your ankles, and your toes, swirling around. And now your feet, your ankles, and your toes are awakened and rejuvenated. Now imagine the red cord descending back down from your feet to the crystal core in the center of the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, your dreams are manifested by keeping the image of the dream in your mind's eye. Take another moment to picture that dream. To manifest dreams, we must add feelings to them. Not those feelings of wanting, but the feeling that it already exists. Take a moment to feel that feeling one more time of that you wish to manifest is already there. Daydreaming is a way of manifesting your dreams. Go ahead, dare to dream. As I count from 1 to 10, on the count of 10, you will awaken. 1, you are worthy of love. 2, you are loved. 3, you are in touch with your higher self. 4, you deserve to be happy. 5, 6, 7, 8, you are relaxed and refreshed. 9, 10, you are now awake. Take a moment to bring yourself back to the here and now. Everybody awake?
Yep. That was so nice. I had to put my headset on completely. Usually I just sit here with one ear on. This one I had to use both.
Ah.
Yeah. There was a few glitches in the sound, but not enough to make that much of a difference. It would go quiet all of a sudden. Yeah.
Well,
Very nice.
now I did make it go quiet all of a sudden. I made those pauses so that they could have whatever I was describing happen.
Okay. Because even the sound of the music of the bowls, which, by the way, I love the Tibetan bowls.
I do too.
Yeah.
That was a mess up in the CD that I made.
Okay. Oh well, like I said, it didn't make that big of a difference that for me anyway. We still have Jackie, Larry, and a guest in the chat room. Eric had to leave in the UK. It's like midnight, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe. Yeah, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So he said
Oh
he'll.
Lord.
Yeah, he said he will catch it again in the archives. So, but he liked it very much.
Yeah.
That was the message I got when I opened my eyes. Went, oh, he's gone. Oh, there's a message. Well, I have to tell you, as you were doing the lights, Larry, Jackie, if you have any comments you want to put into the chat room, please feel free to. And I guess I'm not sure if you can type or not, but please feel free to put comments into the chat room. As you were discussing the lights traveling up, I could feel it in my extremities. I could feel it in my feet and my ankles, and as you were going up. I'm not really great at imagining colors, like and things like that, but I could see that the golden light when you were talking about it, and I was like, wow, because it was like, and it was moving, and there's no lights in my house, there's no, so it doesn't. People will be like, well, you saw something, but it's not. It was very, very, and it's funny because you were saying about the house. my dream house, how many floors is it? Well, my dream house is just one level. And yeah, and it's out in the woods. And I don't drive. I do not have a driver's license. But when you said, "What's your favorite car?" A white Volkswagen Beetle. That's what came to my mind. Like little Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah.
That's just a plain white, bright white. And we're gonna leave as to what my dream job was. My dream, because it's something. But when you said, see the amount, what's the amount in your bank account? That would make, and most people would be like, I can see like millions of dollars. I just, in my head, I heard $100,000. So that's what's in my
There you go.
In my savings account is $100,000. Well, because I figure if I have my house, if I have my car, and if I have my business, I don't need a whole lot more.
Right.
Because everything supplies itself. The business supplies itself. So it's not like, if I was beginning, maybe then I'd need $1 million there, but it was nice that that I just got, the simple. It wasn't extreme, because I'm not an extreme type of girl in the memories of that. So, but
the point of the meditation is to be able to go in, to imagine it, to feel it happening,
yep.
to get in that car, to drive it, to walk in that house and open that closet and see all those clothes. Like I said, it was a material meditation, but we live in a material world.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, the thing is a lot of people will, not everybody, but a lot of people, their dream house has, like 2 stories, and it's got like, 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. Everyone needs a bathroom in the bedroom. I'm sorry that, I can remember what it was like with kids when it was 1 bathroom. It's like everybody had to go, or if anybody was sick, it's like, okay, you need more than 1 bathroom. But for me, my dream house is a log cabin. And
that's my dream house too. I would love to have a log cabin out in the woods. Wouldn't that be so nice?
That would be just along the edge of the woods, and you can work with your herbs and your animals, and and as I walked into the house, you said open the door. I walked into the house, and there was a gorgeous fireplace. Just the fire was just roaring, and it was like my master bedroom had a 4-poster wood bed, and it was just rustic and nothing, So it was very, and the thing is, it's exactly what is in my mind. It's exactly what my heart dreams for, but I also believe that's also part of a past memory, a past life. So I want to get back there. Yeah. So I want to get back there. So, but let's just see. I'll let you know how my house fills out.
After you manifested it?
Oh yeah. I just got to find the place. I got to find, I know, it's like, people sit there and they go, okay, well, city, country, it doesn't matter. But I know that there's a space out there. I know that that's going to happen. And then I'll have to have like I said, I have to have my daughter drive, because I don't drive.
And she'll be driving a little white Volkswagen Bug.
That's right. Maybe a Volkswagen bus. Ooh, that would be fun. Do you remember those little Volkswagen buses? I have a green one that comes around where I work every so often, and it's like, I think it is the most adorable thing. But yeah. Well, Larry, if you have anything to say, now would be the time to say it. So Donna, what do you have coming in the future? Any plans aside from making more witches?
Oh, yeah, 30 witches. I don't know if I can do much more, but I will be at the spa doing some guided meditations. Exactly, I'm going to do in October, we're going to do a great journey. It's going to be a Halloween one. We're going to go to the Mists of Avalon.
Oh, nice. Now, where's the spa
And
again? Give them a credit here.
Tranquil Touch Spa. It's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have 2 locations. It's a very, very nice spa. They offer, you can get your nails done, you can get a pedicure, you can get facials, you can get massages. They do cupping, and they do special massages for moms with maternity,
Okay.
for maternity moms. And you can also get Reiki treatments and
Hmm.
guided meditations.
And how
And
often do you do meditations at the spa?
I do them once a month right now.
Yeah, because you also have a day job at taking care of puppies.
Yep, at Pampered Pets, yes.
Yeah, Pampered Pets. I have seen some of the pictures that you put up. If I was living closer, Onyx would be over with your place getting a nice little bow tie.
That's right, because they only let me do hair. I got to do something else, the little bow ties and
Hmm.
neckties.
Yeah,
It's
can't dye.
fun.
Yeah, can't dye the colors of the rainbow. Even though that would be interesting.
I do have some blow pens where I can color their hair a little bit. Some of them let me do it. I haven't been able to get a picture of one since I've gotten back there.
It's gonna be fun.
I will, though.
Okay. Well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this show a little early now. I
Okay.
thank you. This is like I'm just like I'm so chill. Yeah, and I still
That's
have to.
good.
So,
That's what you want to be.
yeah, and I still have to get up and make dinner, so I'm good. I think I'll just
Uh-uh.
relax for a few minutes, but it's halfway made, so we're good. Well, I need to thank Larry for popping in and staying in with us, and the guests. Thank you very much for being here. Jackie, Eric, and I know Diane, Jane wanted to be with us, but her internet or the app something wasn't working, so she couldn't make it in. But she wished us good luck, and I thank you very much for agreeing to do this, and maybe we'll do it again next year when you have a free
Yeah,
moment. We'll see. We'll talk,
we'll
and
talk.
there you go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. For those of you who are listening to us in the archives, it's always fun to come in during the show, and you can enjoy the chat room. The chat room was rather quiet tonight, with good reason. But join us anytime. Sunday nights at 6:30 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time here on Angel Meadows at IntuiTalks.com. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a lovely evening.
Good night.
Night.